Chapter 18. Bildad the Shuhite said in reply,
How long before you stop making such speeches? Show some understanding, so that we may then speak. Why should we be viewed as animals, and be considered stupid in your eyes? Even if you tear yourself to pieces in your anger, will the earth be abandoned for your sake? Or will the rock move away from its place? Yes, the light of the wicked will be extinguished, and the flame of his fire will not shine. The light in his tent will certainly grow dark, and the lamp over him will be extinguished. His vigorous stride is shortened, and his own counsel will make him fall. For his feet will lead him into a net, and he will wander onto its mesh. A trap will seize him by the heel, a snare will catch him. A rope is hidden for him on the ground, and a trap lies in his path. Terrors frighten him on all sides, and chase him at his feet. His strength fails him, and disaster will make him stagger. His skin is eaten away. The most deadly disease consumes his limbs. He is torn away from the security of his tent, and marched to the king of terrors. Strangers will live in his tent. Sulphur will be scattered on his home. His roots will dry up beneath him, and his branches will wither above him. The memory of him will fade from the earth, and in the street his name will be unknown. He will be driven from the light into the darkness, and chased away from the productive land. He will have no offspring and no descendants among his people, and he will be without a survivor in the place where he lives. When his day comes, the people in the west will be appalled, and the people in the east will be seized with horror. This is what happens to the tents of a wrongdoer, and to the place of the one who has not known God.
Chapter 19. Job said in reply,
How long will you keep irritating my soul, crushing me with words? These 10 times you have rebuked me. You are not ashamed to deal harshly with me. And if indeed I made a mistake, my error remains with me. If you insist on exalting yourselves over me, claiming that the reproach against me is justified, know then that it is God who has misled me, and he has caught me in his hunting net. Look, I keep crying out violence, but I get no answer. I keep crying for help, but there is no justice. My path he has blocked with a stone wall, and I cannot pass by. He has covered my roadways with darkness. He has stripped me of my glory and removed the crown from my head. He breaks me down on all sides until I perish. My hope he uproots like a tree. His anger burns against me, and he views me as his enemy. His troops come together and besiege me, and they camp around my tent. My own brothers he has driven far away from me, and those who know me have turned away from me. My close companions are gone, and those whom I knew well have forgotten me. Guests in my house and my slave girls consider me a stranger. I am a foreigner in their eyes. I call for my servant, but he does not respond. With my mouth I beg him for compassion. My very breath has become loathsome to my wife, and I am a stench to my own brothers. Even young children despise me. When I rise up, they begin jeering at me. All my close friends detest me, and those whom I loved have turned against me. My bones stick to my skin and my flesh, and I escape with the skin of my teeth. Show me mercy, my companions, show me mercy, for God's own hand has touched me. Why do you keep persecuting me as God does, attacking me without let-up? If only my words were written down, if only they could be inscribed in a book. Oh, that they were carved forever in the rock with an iron stylus and lead. For I well know that my Redeemer is alive. He will come later and rise up over the earth. After my skin has thus been destroyed, while yet in my flesh, I will see God, whom I will see for myself, whom my own eyes will see, not someone else's. But deep inside I feel overwhelmed. For you say, in what way are we persecuting him, since the root of the problem is with me? Be in fear of the sword yourselves, for the sword brings punishment against errors. You should know that there is a judge.
Chapter 20. Zophar the Naamathite said in reply,
This is why my own troubling thoughts urge me to answer, because of the agitation I feel. I have heard a reproof that insults me, and my understanding impels me to reply. Surely you must have always known this, for it has been so since man was put on the earth, that the joyful cry of the wicked is brief, and the rejoicing of the godless one is for a moment. Although his greatness ascends to heaven, and his head reaches to the clouds, he will perish forever like his own dung. Those who used to see him will say, Where is he? He will fly off like a dream, and they will not find him. He will be chased away like a vision of the night. The eye that once saw him will not do so again, and his place will behold him no more. His own children will seek the favor of the poor, and his own hands will give back his wealth. His bones were full of youthful vigor, but it will lie down with him in mere dust. If what is bad tastes sweet in his mouth, if he hides it under his tongue, if he savors it and does not let it go, but keeps holding it in his mouth, his food will turn sour inside him. It will become like the poison of cobras within him. He has swallowed down wealth, but he will vomit it up. God will empty it out of his belly. The venom of cobras he will suck. The fangs of a viper will kill him. He will never see the streams of water, the torrents of honey and butter. He will give back his goods without consuming them. He will not enjoy the wealth from his trade. For he has crushed and abandoned the poor. He has seized a house that he did not build. But he will feel no peace within himself. His wealth will not help him escape. There is nothing left for him to devour. That is why his prosperity will not last. When his wealth reaches its peak, anxiety will overtake him. The full force of misfortune will come against him. As he fills his belly, God will send his burning anger upon him, raining it down upon him into his bowels. When he flees from weapons of iron, arrows from a copper bow will pierce him. He pulls an arrow from his back, a glittering weapon from his goal, and terror seizes him. Total darkness awaits his treasures. A fire that no one fanned will consume him. Calamity awaits any survivors in his tent. Heaven will uncover his error. The earth will rise up against him. A flood will sweep his house away. It will be a heavy torrent on the day of God's anger. This is the wicked man's share from God, the inheritance that God has decreed for him.